Yes, we have to say that it was quite even. We have to.
It was quite even.
With that, because not only did they stay perfect, they actually managed to get a win against Real Betis at the Bernabeu, which in the last 5 years had not come their way. Betis had had recent success over the Madridistas, but in the end they come away with this one.
This is just not a win. This is huge win. If you see the result of Real Madrid against Real Betis in last couple of matches at home, Real Madrid struggled against them. And today was the day to forget those moments. Real Betis is one of the most difficult team to play against. Real Madrid won against them today with playing scintillating football.
All 3 points. Luis Garcia was watching this game for us. Luis, deserved win for Real Madrid?
Yes, we have to say that it was quite even. We have to.
It was quite even. Oh my god. Every time he says something, I just can't stop laughing. Because it was an even game, no matter how you watch the game. The only way you can say this game was even is just looking at possession stats. 50%, 50%. That's the only thing that was even in this match. Nothing in this match was even. Real Madrid was far dominating every aspect, attacking, defensive, everything. Before the match, I expected this match to be even, but Real Madrid's midfield, the physicality among Camavinga, Modric and Tchouaméni made the difference.
Say as well, because Betis put a fantastic effort in the first half. Missing Fekir is a key player for them to try to keep a little bit more the ball. We've seen the game very open.
What I agree with him is that missing Fekir at first half was a big miss for them. Fekir is a phenomenal player, one of the key players of Real Betis. Missing one of your key player at the beginning of the match is kind of big setback for Real Betis.
But I think it was under control of Real Madrid. In the moment that they wanted to put another year, they just done it. And Ancelotti's been fantastic with the changes in the second half, but we saw that his players were getting a little bit tight in the middle, start making changes, bringing Valverde, I think it was key, and Rodrigo getting involved with him to that second goal. Ali mentioned in the beginning of the show that this Real Madrid needs players getting involved into the box. It's only Benzema when he's near there, but there is no one else trying to grab the ball when he's near the box, and Rodrigo did it very well.
So today is not the day that we were missing players in the final third. Yeah, sometimes we saw in last couple of matches when we needed some player in those key part, we were missing some players. But today wasn't that the case. Today's missing point was finishing. Also, he mentioned one important point, the team selection and also the sub selection. Everything worked really well for Real Madrid today. Carlo Ancelotti is a changed man. Every decision he's making is working. Every Real Madrid fans love this rotation. We were asking this rotation last year every match. Additionally, you can also see his tactical attitude by selecting the team. Against Real Betis, you need a strong midfield, and Carlo Ancelotti benched Toni Kroos for Camavinga. That was a huge decision and it worked so well.
It's called the equalizer. They will have another gear to change and go for the winner. So well deserved. Once again, with some doubts during the game, as always, as you can explain in the beginning of the competition, but the 3 points for Real Madrid, they continue with this unbeaten situation.
Yeah, Luis,
I would say during this match, there was no moment I felt, oh my God, Real Madrid might lose this game. Because Real Betis wasn't playing the way they used to play against Real Madrid. Other than 2 or 3 counter-attack, I haven't seen any real threat from Real Betis. Even the goal they scored, I felt it was a gift from Real Madrid. It could be avoidable easily. The goal Real Madrid conceded, you can blame multiple players, but my blame would go to Courtois. I expected Courtois to save it.
Yeah, definitely. I think, and it was straight away a very good build-up play with Valverde making on the run, trying to find the spaces behind the defense of Real Betis, and Rodrigo clearly saw the space. There's not many mistakes into the box of Real Betis tonight, but this afternoon, but this one was one of them, just to leave so much space with to Rodrigo, and with just one touch, fantastic touch. Once again, Rodrigo using this opportunity to show to Ancelotti that if he can trust him. Last year was a a key player on the successful competition in La Liga, but also in the Champions League in key moments. And today, once again, he used this opportunity to shine, score another goal, and to show that he's ready when he's needed.
Ale.
That goal is huge moral boost for Rodrigo. He needed this goal. A good play making from Valverde and a first touch finish by Rodrigo.
How will Rui Silva feel watching that goal back?
Well, he's going to ask himself, how can I be the same person? The same goalkeeper that made the save on Tchouaméni in the first half, where the ball is literally behind him.
So what Elle is trying to explain is Ruli's failure to save Rodrigo's goal. I agree that Ruli could have saved the goal because the shot was just in the middle of the goal. Elle is trying to explain is that Tchouaméni had a really decent header and Ruli saved that header. So his logic is that if you could save that, you should have saved this. After all, they're human, they do mistake. That's part of football.
Now you're trailing 2-1. The depth of Real Madrid takes over, as Luis just mentioned. The substitutions come in, they make a difference. Betis doesn't quite have that kind of depth. They can't quite react. And so now you lose a game that perhaps you could have gotten a lot more out of. If you're Rui Silva, you're thinking to yourself, how can I make that save against Tchouaméni and then do this in the second goal by Rodrigo? Same person, same goalkeeper, one big save, one big mistake.
Elle mentioned about midfield depth. Real Betis not having midfield depth, while Real Madrid having a good midfield depth. In fact, if you watch my old videos, I said that Real Madrid has one of the best midfield depth in Europe. And today, another day proved my theory. You have Camavinga, Tchouaméni and Modric at the startup, and then you bring on Valverde, Cruz and Ceballos. And all of them played really superb when they came in. This is a luxury to have these players.
We're just taking a look at Real Madrid's starting 11 again today, and obviously we mentioned the impact off the bench, Luis, but we've talked about Carlo Ancelotti having to manage his players well with these rotations. Did he get the right lineup for you today then, considering they do come away with the win?
Absolutely. Carlo Ancelotti got the lineup perfectly right today.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Tchouaméni once again was impressive, even though we see that it is still a lot to work with him when he needs to be on the build-up, when he receives the ball and try to bring the ball to the players up front. You can see the struggle, but once again, you are...
Tchouaméni, what a player today. This was probably his best performance with Real Madrid shirt. Also, you might be saying I am overhyping Tchouaméni since he came to Real Madrid. Today's performance reminds me of prime Casemiro. He was playing like Casemiro, but better with the ball, with more attacking. So today we have to discuss some of the key players for today's match-winning performance. First of all, Vinicius Jr. To summarize Vinicius' performance today, the first half performance was phenomenal. The way he was making those runs and dribbling and duels and the energy, the confidence, the composure, everything was really something to be excited about. Being said that, he also missed a sitter, which was way easier than the goal he scored. If you just focus on the first half performance of Vinicius, it could be one of the best first half performance from Vinicius this full season. Also in second half, he looked a little bit tired. If you see his performance today, he had 1 goal and 4 total shots. 2 chances created, also 1 big chance missed, 1 pass into final third. For Benzema, he had total 4 shots. He also created 4 chances. Benzema also missed 1 big chance and he had 4 passes into final third. Overall, if you want to evaluate Benzema's performance today, I have to say it. Today he looked a little bit off. He was good with link up, all kind of those things that he's good at, but I feel like at the final third, he was missing those finishing touch. Rodrigo had a decent game today. He scored the winning goal and he had 1 goal, 3 total shots. He also created 2 chances. Rodrigo also had 3 passes into final third. 2 other players we have to discuss. First of all, Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni had total 2 shots. He created 1 chance and he had 91 touches. That's incredible. Like, this is one of the indicators that Carlo Ancelotti prefers building from the back, and Tchouaméni is the perfect player. And Tchouaméni had 10 passes into final third. Defensively, Tchouaméni had 7 tackles, 3 of them he won, and 1 clearance, 1 headed clearance, 4 interceptions, 7 recoveries. And the best of his performance today was the duel. He won 10 out of 13 ground duels and 6 out of 6 aerial duels, which means he won 16 duels out of 19 totals. Another player that showed immense performance today is Eder Militao. Militao had 50 touches and 6 passes into final third. Defensively, he won 1 out of 2 tackles, 1 blocks, 2 interceptions, 7 recoveries, and 3 out of 3 ground duels, 1 aerial duels. I would say this is a monster performance from Militao. He was the second best player after Tchouaméni on the pitch.